October might be one of the most stacked months of fights that we've had in a long time. And to be honest, as UFC fans, we needed this, right? 2025 has absolutely been the dark ages for the UFC. Not a lot of big fights, not a lot of exciting fight nights. I mean, last month we were coming off two back-to-back Apex fight nights with a bunch of no-name fighters. And I mean, September's underrated too, right? September leading up to October is also good. And it's like, I'm looking through all these fight nights, and it's like, we're out of the Apex, boys. We are out of the Apex officially, at least through November. I don't know what they're going to do in December yet. They haven't announced that. Obviously, in my last video, I spoke about the big fights they announced for November. They added a few new fighter slots to a few of these cards to just beef them up a little bit. Telling you. I've been waiting so long to get out of the dark ages in the UFC for them to actually try and actually put on big fights, and here we are. So, yeah, let's get into this. So, I mean, as you can see, like, September's pretty underrated, right? Next weekend, we got Imavov, Baralho in France. Lopez Silva for Noche. Olberg Reyes. That's not a... That one's okay, but, like, Dominic Reyes is on a comeback of epic proportions, and if he wins this fight, he's likely going to get a title shot, so that's a pretty decent one. Kicking off October, Ankalaev versus Periera 2, Merab versus Sandhagen, like Yuri versus Roundtree, Emmett versus Zalal. That's a good fight, dude. Compared to the fight nights we're used to seeing, this is a massive upgrade so far. I mean, dude, like, when is the last time we saw even a pay-per-view look like this, right? Title fight. Big fight. Potentially, maybe number one contender on the line here, right? Top 10 guy. Right outside the top 10. Even this one. This is good. I think this is opening up the card, right? Yeah, Magomedov versus Pfeiffer. Still a good opener. Then we got a fight night. Oliveira versus Fiziev. When is the last time we've seen Charles Oliveira on a fight night? Huge, dude. Massive. Big step up for Fiziev. Big opportunity for him. Figueiredo versus Jackson. Ranked matchup. Then from there, I mean, this one isn't the strongest. Luque Ponzinibbio. Potential banger, though. Potential banger, right? De Ritter versus Hernandez. Fight night. Free fight night. Dude, we don't normally see this kind of shit on fight nights, right? We rarely see this. Or we have to wait, like, they'll do a big one, they'll do one month, and then we have to wait like another 3-4 months for another big fight night with a full capacity crowd. They usually they'll split it up. They'll do like 1 to 2 pay-per-views, maybe a few Apex cards. Like, Apex is history for the most of the rest of this year, right? So, De Ritter Hernandez, Holland Malott, Fior Jazdavicius. This is an underrated fight right here. This is an underrated fight. I'm actually a big fan. Like, I don't normally enjoy women's MMA fights. I just don't. I love watching Jazdavicius just because how technical she is. And she's vicious on the ground, man. She finishes fights on the ground. Jourdain Grant. Banger, dude. That fight is underrated. Silva Park. That's a potential banger there. Right? And I mean, these are fight nights, dude. These are fight nights. This is how fight nights used to look. This is how fight nights should look. Okay? Vera versus Zahabi. Crazy. Aspinal Gane to finish off the month of October, right? Aspinal Gane, John Durobadern, co-main event. I don't know about that one, but, you know. Volkov Almeida. Big fight. Winner, probably getting the next shot, right? Probably getting the next shot. Rakic, Mirzakhanov. I mean, dude, it's so good to see these cards, like, and then it kind of goes to shit. This is a good fight. Alaskarov versus the Iron Turtle, right? Big fight. So it's like, it's crazy. I just don't know what's gotten into Dana White in the UFC, like, because I'm just, as a UFC fan, like, especially this year, like I'm just so used to seeing fight nights where I have to do like so much in-depth research on these guys because I don't fucking know any of them, despite the fact that I watch fights, right? And UFC Shanghai, you know, was all right, except it was like 4 in the morning. Like, yeah, they stacked that card a little more. There was some better matchups than we see in like your typical Apex fight night, but again, like it was at 4 in the morning, so October, man, like this is definitely one of the most stacked months I've ever seen, and yeah, like it's good to be a UFC fan again, right? Like hopefully this lasts. Hopefully this lasts. I know they're moving over to Paramount next year, so hopefully they just keep this train rolling, right? Like hopefully this isn't just like them trying to make up for the rest of the year and then taking the beginning of the year off, because like obviously towards the end of the year they typically like to do this, but not like this. Like this is an explosion from the UFC. Like it's just like bang 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 bang, big fight, big fight, big fight, big fight. Like the hype is unreal for October, even September, dude. September's good. Like Imawab Baralho, main event, St. Denis versus Rufi, banger, right? Oki Jones, I don't know about that one. Bukowskis versus Craig, Ziam Fernandez, that is an underrated fight right there. I'm telling you, those dudes are going to go to war. But I don't know what that is. Let's ignore that. Then we got Noche. Right? Pretty decent card. Man. Still, I think like September's warming us up to like October, right? September is like, dude, all of this shit is much better than the Apex. All of this is much better than the Apex. Um, you know, and it's just kind of warming us up to get to the madness that's gonna be October, dude. Like this is how it used to be. Like I said, I'm a fossil in this game. I've been watching fights for so long. This is how fight nights used to be. This is how pay-per-views used to be. They stacked the fuck out of them, dude. There was so much hype, like you couldn't wait, man. Like it's great to see this again. I gotta tell you, like it's been a long time. Like it looks like we're finally moving out of the dark ages. Again, we'll see what happens like at the beginning of next year, because like clearly the rest of this year is gonna be just madness in the UFC. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to jump on here and talk about this because I don't remember the last time we saw like 1 month or a few months of this stacked with big fights, right? I am kind of I am like wondering what the hell's going on with the lightweight division though. Like where's Ilya's next fight? What's Justin Gaethje doing? What's Paddy Pimblett doing? What's Arman Sarukian doing? Maybe they're gonna announce that for December or something. Like, dude, I'm getting tired of seeing Ilya fight once every 8 months. We might need to start calling this dude Leon Edwards. Now I don't know how much he has to do with this. Um, I don't know if that's his fault, if he just likes to take breaks, but it's like, it's the same with Islam, dude. We hardly see these dudes. They'll come out and dominate somebody, and then we just won't see him for another 8 months, right? And the lightweight division right now is like, dude, like what are we doing? It's in shambles. Like, where's the matchups? Seriously. What's going on with lightweight? What's going on with welterweight? Like, where's the big fights at welterweight? Obviously, we know JDM versus Makachev, but what's the fallback? Like, who's the backup for that? Who's the next number one contender matchup? Where's Sean Brady versus Shavkat Rakhmonov? Right? Where's Kamaru Usman versus Bilal Muhammad? Where's that grudge match? I know Bilal's not champ anymore, so the fight has a little less steam on it, but still, dude. Still, that's a good fight. Obviously, we got Leon and like Carlos Prates. Where's everybody in the top 5 outside of like JDM and Leon Edwards? What are the rest of these guys doing? Where's he in Carey, bro? Like, I am kind of it just makes me wonder. Like, I'm grateful for all these big fights that have been announced, but like, I'm wondering like what's going on with the rest of the welterweight division. What's going on with the lightweight division? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, we're seeing a lot of big movement in these other divisions, and it looks like you look at heavyweight, like they're setting that up for Tom Aspinall, right? It's like Cyril Gane. They're fighting for the undisputed, right? Then you got Volkov and Almeida. Come on, it's the heavyweight division. There's not a lot of talent there. We know the winner is gonna be next for Tom, because Tom is gonna crush Cyril. Come on, come on, come on. I know some of you John Jones fans like desperately need Cyril to go in there and just smoke Tom, so you can have some sort of glory now that your king is retired after running from Tom Aspinall for over a year. So, I'm again grateful for the big fights, but it's also like you'd like to see a little bit more in these other divisions, man. Like, and just like these champions fucking fighting like once a year, dude. We don't see Islam for so long. We don't see Ilya for so long. It's just like I'm gonna have a controversial take here. Like a guy who comes to mind when I think of like guys who were really active as a champion. Obviously, Volkanovski won. And then, like, the biggest example of that, Izzy, dude. I know a lot of guys hate Izzy. I know a lot of guys hate Izzy, but one thing you cannot hate Izzy for is his fucking work ethic, dude. When that dude was champ, every like 4 to 5 months, this guy was getting in there. Every 4 to 5 months. Like, why can we not have that anymore? Like, we'll see these guys once, and then it's like 8, 9 months out. Like, I don't know, man. Like, as fans, I feel like we're tired of waiting for some of these guys. Like, we want to see Islam 2, 3 times a year at least. Come on, two times a year. I think maybe we see him 2. Let's get 3. Come on, 3 times a year. Let's get Ilya 3 times a year, right? Pretty sure Tom Aspinall will be pretty active, but like, yeah. I know this video is super short. Jump through the fights. I just wanted to go through some of my thoughts, like, after going through those on like kind of some of my questions in these divisions and like what we're doing with these guys. Like, seems like a lot of people have disappeared. Like, we're not seeing a lot of these next matchups being stacked up for the winner of these title fights outside of like heavyweight, which I hope it's Tom versus Almeida next after he crushes Cyril. But then beyond that, like, dude, that division is fucking cooked, man. Light heavyweight's exciting, right? Ankalaev is gonna win. He's gonna destroy Periera. I mean, we got Khalil, we got Yuri. Those are both interesting matchups that he has not fought yet, right? We got Dominic Reyes. He hasn't fought that guy. Carlos Olberg. He hasn't fought that guy, right? There's excitement. There's excitement in the welterweight division. We got Fluffy Hernandez. We got Rainer de Ritter. We got Aurelio, which he's the least exciting out of all 4 of these guys. Imavov, right? Look, we've got excitement in these divisions. It's just like we're seeing them make these big matchups in like light heavyweight, middleweight, like these title ramification matchups. They're trying to stack the deck for the champion, give him a healthy amount of fights, for us as fans to look forward to. They're kind of setting the timeline up nicely under some of these champs in middleweight, in light heavyweight, in heavyweight, right? Welterweight though, it's like, dude, what are we doing? Like, I don't think you can give the winner of Leon Edwards and who's coming off 2 losses, by the way, and Carlos Prates, who's 1-1 in his last 2. Right? I'm sorry, like, you don't get to win 2 fights and then go fight for the belt. Like, and then lightweight is just a mess, dude. Lightweight is a hot mess. Right? Even featherweight, they're doing it. They got Diego Lopez versus, which he's not going to get a shot if he wins. And then Gene Silva. Gene Silva beats Diego Lopez. You know he's going to get that, right? Obviously, first and foremost, we have to get Lerone Murphy Volk out of the way. Lerone earned it. That'll probably be in December. That's the rumors of what's going to happen. Volkanovski seems to think it's going to happen. Bantamweight's kind of cooked, man. After Merab beats Corey, it's like, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think you can give Umar a win. Or I don't think you can give Umar another title shot after a win over Mario Batista. So that division, in my opinion, is a little bit cooked right now. There's not anything too exciting. And then obviously, flyweight is another one that it's like, that's kind of interesting, right? Because we got Van Pantoja, and then we got Tatsuro Taira, I think, is fighting Brandon Moreno. I'd much rather see Tatsuro win because I think he could give Pantoja some serious problems. But I guess I just went through and kind of match made and gave my thoughts on, well, not match made. I wanted to go through and give my thoughts on the state of each division, the excitement level. You know, maybe I should do a more in-depth video on that. I don't know. Feel free to drop me a comment. Let me know, dude. At this point, I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff out, hoping it sticks. Right? Channel's growing. So yeah, that's all I got. See ya.